Welcome back and welcome to the Emerald City.
Hi, I'm Nikki.
And I'm Matt.
And welcome to our unsettled journey. Seattle's Pike Place Market got its start in 1907 and is home to many different vendors and a lot of fresh produce. You'll see fishmongers throwing fish around.
Anything you can think of, really, they have it.
It's also home to the first Starbucks, so if you see a long line stretching around the block, chances are it's people waiting for a fresh cup of Starbucks.
And what place better than get Starbucks than in Seattle?
We spent lots of time walking around the different levels. They have great views of the Sound and multiple choices for shopping and eating, as well as if you're an art lover, you're going to find a lot of local artisans selling different things like produce, art, and jewelry.
It is a beautiful day here currently. It's about 78 degrees, which makes it really ideal. Seattle is mainly known for its rain and its bad weather, but thankfully the weather held out for us today.
This is the gum wall in Seattle that has grown into this big art installation. It got its start right after people would leave their bubble gum after visiting the nearby theater for a show. The Seattle Gum Wall is located just below Pike Place Market, so if you're visiting, you want to make sure to come down here and check it out and maybe even leave a piece of your own chewing gum here on the wall for the rest of the people to enjoy. Seattle might have the first Starbucks, but it also has a Starbucks Reserve, and if you haven't been in there or to one, it's really an experience worth checking out, especially if you're a fan of Starbucks and their coffee. The Starbucks Reserve has really over-the-top decor and some pretty unique food and drink choices. Of course, you can get your typical Starbucks menu along with some additional favorites, and they even have a bar to get some unique coffee flights and also all sorts of different foods and cocktails.
So now, as we mentioned, they do have coffee-infused cocktails, which look so delicious. I really wanted to get some. And they have a flight you can get different style liqueurs and coffee-flavored drinks that you can get for about $20, but they're really small quantities, but nonetheless, I bet they're really delicious.
This is just a quick look around at the inside of the reserve, and you can see lots of people waiting for food, coffee, drinks. They have lots of different souvenirs that you can buy and unique Starbucks Reserve logo items. We decided to come over and see easily one of the best views in Seattle, and that is at Kerry Park. Now, Kerry Park is located just about 10 minutes north of Seattle and has a really incredible view. Now, we got really lucky tonight because Mount Rainier is out, and we've heard a lot of locals say that the mountain is out on a lot of its rainy days. You won't be able to actually see it. So to find that with the beautiful city and the Space Needle as the crown of Seattle, this is a place that you'll want to come and spend some time just enjoying the sweeping views of the city. Given that this is such a nice view of the city, the crowds tend to gather, especially right after the work rush, which is when we're here. So we see a lot of people enjoying taking pictures. Parking can be a little tricky at the park since there isn't a dedicated parking lot. However, there's plenty of street parking around. We didn't have any problems. We actually parked down. We had to take a few steps to get up to the actual viewpoint, but there's plenty of parking in the little neighborhood on the street. The neighborhood where Kerry Park is full of beautiful homes. All of them share the same awesome view that Kerry Park does, so it's nice to just walk around while you're parked. Now, there's actually another park nearby called Kerry Park we are walking to now, only about 10 minutes away, so we'll see what kind of view that has. Kerry Park actually has a lot more trees, but it's very walkable, so it has a bigger area than Kerry Park, but the trees kind of filter out the view of the Sound and the city, so it's not as an impressive view, but it's a nice area to walk around if you're visiting Kerry Park anyways. As you can see, we are currently lost in a corn maze. We came out to Schleider Family Farm, which isn't too far away from Olympia. That's where we're going to be staying for the next week. And we like this time of year usually to go to a fall farm to do pumpkin picking, get some apple cider donuts, and this one happened to have a really big corn maze. Wow. This year they're celebrating their 25th anniversary as a family farm open to the public. So we are currently in the heart of the maze, trying to use the map to find our way out. Now, when we got our admission, they said it takes about an hour, so we're just walking along and enjoying the cooler weather of fall.
Hopefully we don't get stuck in this rain because the clouds have rolled in, so we better get out of here quick.
To snack on, we got some roasted corn and apple cider donuts. It's always a farm favorite, so we're eating and we made it through the corn maze in about maybe an hour or so. Of course, with getting lost a few times.
Yeah.
It was a really good corn maze though, better than some that we've been to in the past.
It was difficult.
We're just shopping around inside one of the barns. They have all kinds of things for the holiday, for fall, for Halloween, even some Christmas things to buy along with your pumpkins and treats. There are lots of activities for the kids to do. Right here you see paintball. Here's an apple cannon, so they're loading up and getting ready to shoot that. Over here you can see they've got a tractor that pulls you around in a farm animal. So it's family fun. This weekend we're celebrating Matt's birthday, so the first place that we are at, since we both love waterfalls, is Snoqualmie Falls, which is in a suburb of Seattle. It's maybe 45 minutes away or so, but it's a 260-foot waterfall with multiple viewpoints. They have a lot of different signs around to show you the history of the falls, how they were formed, and it seems like they use the power from the water to generate electricity and power for the area, so it's pretty nice. Very popular. They have different lookout points that you can view the waterfall from different angles, and up there at the top you can see they have a lodge and a spa up there, so if you like this area you can actually stay right near the falls. We just got done touring the Seattle Art Museum here in downtown Seattle. Matt, what'd you think of the museum?
It was really fun. Very interesting pieces. They have a lot of the Native American culture pieces, and they have the new exhibit, which is the Claude Monet exhibit, which I thought was pretty cool. So it was really interesting to see.
And here we are, we made it out to Mount Rainier National Park. We decided whether we would visit Olympic National Park, North Cascades National Park, Mount Rainier National Park. There are many beautiful parks and places to visit here near Seattle, but we made it out to Mount Rainier just because it was the closest to where we were staying. So we're right now on the Trail of the Shadows, which is near the National Park Inn, just about a few miles once you get past the entrance to the park.
And it's really cool. We still, oddly enough, have not seen Mount Rainier yet. It seems that it is a little cloudy, but the sun is just starting to shine, so maybe there's hope for that.
Today is officially Matt's birthday, and one thing I learned about him shortly after meeting him is he loves national parks. So this is a great way to spend his special day, and it turns out that Mount Rainier is actually the largest volcano in the Cascade Mountain Range and full of glaciers and beauty, so we're excited to get out and enjoy it.
And we were sort of on the fence. We were wondering if it was a volcano or just a mountain, but in fact it's a volcano, and in fact is actually 14,000 feet tall. And Mount Rainier National Park was actually the 5th national park in the whole country, so that's something that's pretty cool.
Along this Trail of the Shadows, they have this cabin that was built in 1888, and it survived through the history, but it gives you a glimpse of how life was here in this area so many years ago.
So here we are at the Rusty Springs, and it says that there's water flowing from a nearby stream, and it's a natural flow. And the stream water is rising up through the mineral springs, both that originate from down below from the upper slopes of the geothermal heat supplied by magma as well. And then it comes to the surface and mixes with cooler spring water, and the hot water dissolves the iron, which is what you see right here as the orangish color. As it circulates past the underground rocks, the iron then oxidizes, which is what you're seeing right here once exposed to air. So that's just something that's really, really cool here at Mount Rainier National Park.
Matt's testing out his new walking poles that we got, but now we're doing the Nisqually Vista Trail, which is about a 1-mile loop, and on a clear day gives you beautiful views of Mount Rainier and also the valley. But today there is a lot of cloud cover, so we're not sure how much we'll see, but it is definitely beautiful, and we're getting to see a lot of the fall colors. So either way, we're out here hiking and enjoying the beautiful fresh air. So the Nisqually Vista Trail is well paved, unlike the other trail that we did, the Trail of the Shadows, that was on the natural trail, but This one is paved, so it makes for a nice hike, and we're enjoying the fall colors. You can see how colorful it is. This trail is located just south of the Paradise parking lot. So as you come into the Paradise area, there's a huge parking lot. Signs as you come up from Longmire will tell you if the parking lot is full on busy days, but today there were plenty of spots. Here is what we can see of the glacier and the mountain today. Now, it is our first time to this park, so we are just imagining how massive it really is when it's a clear day, but you can never predict the weather. Here is the view from the lookout. So we're finishing out our week here in Seattle at the National Park's Reflection Lake, and it's really, really beautiful, but we really enjoyed exploring Seattle and all the fun city has to offer. Thanks so much for watching this video, and if you like more content, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. Our other social media like Instagram, TikTok, Patreon, it'll all be linked below. Easy for you to go follow us on our other accounts.
So we'll see you all at the next adventure.
Bye.